So you go around and across. 1 and 2. Do you want to try?
Yes,
Okay.
1, 2.
That's it. Oh, hello there, children. Pete the Parrot and I are learning how to write the number 2. I'm teaching Pete. Come on, Pete. Do you want to do it once more?
Yes, please.
You ready?
1, 2.
That's it, Pete. Well done.
Can I practice writing too?
Yes, I think you need to practice now. So why don't you go off and practice while I talk to the children?
Okay, Uncle Trev.
See you later.
Bye.
Hi there, children. Uncle Trev is looking at the number 2 in the Bible. And I found loads of examples. For example, the Bible itself is divided into 2 parts. The Old Testament and the New Testament. And when God made humans in the beginning, he made them in 2s. He made them male and female, Adam and Eve. And when Noah was commanded by God to take all the animals into the ark, he had to take them in 2s. He had to take 2 rhinoceroses, a male and a female, and 2 giraffes, a male and a female, and so on and so on. There are loads of examples in the Bible of 2s. I wonder if you could find a few for me for next week. Well, are you ready for our story for today? It's also about 2. This time, 2 different men who went into the temple to pray. There were some people who thought that they were very good and looked down on everyone else. So Jesus told them this story. One day, there was a Pharisee and a tax collector. Both went to the temple to pray. Now the Pharisee stood proudly away from the tax collector. After all, he had a reputation for living by God's rules and for doing good things. Tax collectors were known for their cheating and stealing. The Pharisee prayed loudly, "Oh God, I thank you that I am not as bad as other people." Then the Pharisee proudly told God, "I am not like men who steal or cheat. Oh, I thank you that I am better than this tax collector. I give up eating twice a week and I give 1/10 of everything that I earn to God." The tax collector could be seen praying away from the Pharisee. He was so ashamed, he would not even look up to heaven. He beat on his chest because he was so sad. He said, "God, have mercy on me. I am a sinner." So children, which of those 2 men do you think went home in a right relationship with God? Do you think it was the Pharisee who told God how wonderful he was and told God all the wonderful things that he'd been doing? Or do you think it was the tax collector who told God that he was a sinner and asked God for mercy and to forgive him? Which man do you think went home right with God? Well, Jesus tells us that it was the tax collector that went home in a right relationship with God. And Jesus finished by saying, "Everyone who tries to make themselves great will be humbled, but those who humble themselves will be made great." So children, our lesson with number 2 today is not to be proud like the Pharisee and to look down on other people, but rather that we be humble, that we know our place before God. Now then, before I say goodbye, I wonder how Pete got on with trying to write those number 2s. Shall we find out? Here we are.
Yay! Bye, children.
Bye, children.